Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. I just want to talk to you about the new atheism and Islamic jihadism. And I just want to ask the question, what is the new atheism? And why has it gained so much support over the last few years? The answer to that is, I think it's been a reaction to Islamic jihadism. For example, after 9/11, Sam Harris wrote his book, The End of Faith. And that was a seminal book that sort of inspired many atheists in America and around the world to stand against this Islamic jihadism. And it was this Islamic jihadism, many people around the world were disgusted at it, and the atheists were able to tap into that anger and to exploit it for their own propaganda. The problem is that they tarred everybody with the same brush. They kind of said, well, you know, look at these Islamic extremists, and you read it in Sam Harris, Christians are irrational, they could end up being like that, and so Christianity got tarred with the same brush as Islamic extremism. And many people tapped into that and got into the atheist agenda, which obviously Christianity is not the same as Islamic jihadism. The other reason is secularism. In the 1960s and 70s, secularism began to take root, but now secularism is much more aggressive, especially in Canada and America, and is trying to take more of an aggressive stance in a post-Christian era. And you see that where, if you look at the history of America, for example, you can see that the college professors in this the students of the 60s, they got into professorships, and they've had a number of years as professors to teach their kind of secular agenda, and many young people now have been affected and indoctrinated by those professors, where they have an inbuilt prejudice towards the Christian faith as being fairy tales, not rational, etc. So for those reasons, that's why the new atheism has grown in popularity. It lacks any real intellectual depth. The major players that have been around recently, the last few years, in their critiques of Christianity have not engaged in the academic writings with top theological scholars, and the army of YouTube atheists are not trained in theology. And you can see how weak and ill-equipped they are, from Thunderfoot to Aaron Ra to all the atheists on YouTube at the present time. There's very few of them who actually know much about theology, and even fewer who are actually trained in theology to be able to critique it. And it's because of this lack of education, it plays on many people's prejudice, and they buy into it, and that's why the new atheism is growing. Thank you for listening, and take care.